Sheldon, just a couple for you. Just first off, your thoughts on the game. Obviously, the power play was going well for you, but how about all the other elements of the game?
I had no issues with our game today. I mean, obviously, there's things every game you want to do better, but for the most part, liked a lot about our game today. I thought we were in control of the play for most of the game. And the only thing we didn't do was score at 5-on-5. We had a lot of chances. Our goaltender was good, and we didn't finish on those opportunities. So I think that's something we would want to do better, of course. But our penalty killing was good when it needed to be, and then the power play was outstanding. So lots of good things to take away from the game today. I've got really no issues with how we played.
John mentioned one thing, the end of the power play where Silverberg comes out of the box and scores on the 3-on-1. He kind of thought the line let down Jack at that moment. I'm curious what your take of the end of that power play was. John kind of thought he missed his assignment coming back to the bench or something like that, but what's your thoughts on that particular?
Yeah, I mean, I'll own that one. I think we call a timeout there. I mean, our power play was feeling it so much tonight that I just thought you would call a timeout, give those guys a breather, let them go back out for the last minute or whatever was left there, minute 10. And they were great. I mean, they had a couple good looks. They hit the post. And they overdid it at the end. You need to get a line change towards the end there. That's something that the second unit is accustomed to doing. And they get off the ice, before something like that happens. And I failed to point that out to our guys to be mindful of that. So that's on me. That group in particular they're not used to being out there at the end of the power play when it expires. So I'll own that one there. But power play obviously was tremendous tonight.
Next up, we'll go to Lance Hornby, Toronto Sun. Go ahead, Lance.
Sheldon, first of all, just a choice of Jason Spezza in the shootout. Hasn't scored a lot lately, regulation, but obviously still has a touch at a time like that.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he's, over my time here, he's been as consistent a shooter as we've had in the shootout. He missed earlier this year, but he's a reliable guy. He's an experienced guy. I like his ability to go first. Combination of the fact that he is that experienced and poised to go out and try to get you ahead, but also you come out of the overtime and Matthews and Nylander are second, third shooters. Those guys, they could use a little extra breather coming out of it. I find, and then so Spez going first like that and setting the table for us. He did a tremendous job there finishing that.
Just an update on Timothy if you have one yet.
Yeah, he was held out mainly for precautionary reasons. I'll just continue to monitor him. There were some positive signs as the game wore on and after the game. They were feeling a little bit better about him. So they'll assess him and make a determination from there about his availability for Friday's practice.
Thank you.
Next up, we'll go to Jonas Siegel with The Athletic. Go ahead, Jonas.
Called it.
Hey, Sheldon, did you get a feel for the new lines that you put together and some of the flexibility maybe that it offered you?
Yeah, a little bit. I really like the flexibility for sure, the ability to move things around. That worked out the way that I thought it would and the way I had planned it in terms of getting Willie extra shifts up with John and Mitch. And I think there was one or two. We got Austin extra shift with Kerf and Willie. So that worked out the way I thought it would, and I like that. In terms of the chemistry of the group and the flow, it's gonna take some time. I mean, we can't assess that just off of one game. And it's a funny game today too. There wasn't a lot of flow to the game. There was a lot of whistles. At least it seemed that way. I don't know if the no fans or whatever maybe played into it, but it just feels like a very slow game with lots of stoppages. So it became a little more challenging to use the bench. We were also trying to get our fourth line going at the same time. So we got the three lines that we really moved around, but then the fourth group, we're trying to get some traction there as well and get that group going and get some chemistry there. Engvall's presence, we think, helps it, but it was a little more challenging to do that tonight with just how many stoppages in play there were.
And last one here, we'll go to Luke Fox, Sportsnet. Go ahead, Luke.
Hi, Sheldon. Just to be clear, was it a head injury that you're worried about with Timothy?
Correct, yes.